Welcome to my comprehensive guide on the use of Lockstitch machine. In this video series, I'll be explaining the various parts and the functions of this Lockstitch machine. The model of the Lockstitch machine that I'll be using to explain about these parts and their function is 2 Lion 9900D. It's a direct drive machine, meaning that it doesn't use a clutch motor. As you can see, it's a direct drive machine. It doesn't have any clutch motor. We have other brands of Lockstitch machine that have their own unique features, like we have Jack, we have Janomi, we have other brands. They have their own unique features. Okay, firstly, I will start by explaining how to turn this machine on. First of all, you should know that every machine has a plug where you plug it directly to the socket, or you can use any other safety measure to plug it. Okay, let me show you the plug. This is the plug of this machine. First thing that you should know before plugging this is to know whether the socket, whether this plug, electronic plug, is compatible with the wall socket of with the socket where you want to plug it, because every machine, every plug has their own voltage. Always check whether the socket is compatible, because if you don't check this, over voltage or under voltage can cause a lot of harm to your machine, which you may not know. So I have other amazing content where I have already explained all this, so I will encourage you guys to like, share and comment. Go to my page, you will see other videos where I explain in depthly about how to use this plug. So I'm plugging it now, and whenever you want to plug it, make sure that your machine is still off. Turn off the machine whenever it's not in use, and always turn it off whenever you are done with anything that you want to do. So we're going to plug it. After plugging it now, we have the part called the power switch. This is the power switch. This power switch has two binary digits. It has 0 and 1. This power switch is also located at the back of the electronic cord. This cord is responsible for the pedal. Then this cord is also responsible for the plug. Then this is the cord for the lights. So they are the electronic power cable, or the power cord, at the back of the power switch. This is the power switch. It has a binary digit 0 and 1. This 0 signifies on, off, while the 1 signifies on. So if you look at it, we have 1 here is for on, then 0 off. So as you can see, it's off now. Let me turn it on by pressing 1, which is on button. The machine is on now. Okay, this for the power switch. We have other components, like we have the balance wheel. This is called the balance wheel, or you call it the hand wheel or flywheel. Okay, if you look at the board, this is the balance wheel, or you call it the hand wheel or the flywheel, or the flywheel. They have other names. It stores energy and it helps in raising the needle. If you can check very well, if I adjust this balance wheel, you will see it will raise the needle and also put it down. It helps in raising the needle up and down. Not only that, it helps in stitch formulation. And it also stores energy, like I have already said before. We also have other unique components of this machine, like this. This is the bobbin winder. But before I will explain this bobbin winder, you ask yourself, what is this bobbin that it winds? Okay, this is the bobbin. If you check here, this is the bobbin. Why this is the bobbin case? This is the bobbin. Why this is the bobbin case? This is bobbin. This bobbin is a small spool that holds the thread. It holds the thread as it help in the bottom stitch. It help in the bottom stitch formulation. Then this is the case where after winding the thread onto this bobbin, you put it inside this. Then the main function of this bobbin winder now is it help in winding the thread onto the bobbin. So you place it like this, then you clip it in. I also have another video where I explain in-depthly on how to wind the bobbin, so I advise you to go and check it out in our YouTube channel. So the next component now I'm going to talk about is the pressure thumb screw. This is the pressure thumb screw. It's apply pressure when you want, okay, whenever you are sewing a delicate or a heavy material, you have to increase or reduce the pressure of the presser foot. But I will come back to this after explaining what is this presser foot. What is the presser foot that I've been talking about? This is the presser foot. This is the presser foot. See it here. This is the presser foot. It helps in keeping the fabric firmly. Like this, if you place a material on top of it, it will keep it firmly as it's passing through the machine, and it also helps in the stitching. So this can be raised in two ways. You have two components that can raise this presser foot. We have the hand lifter. This is the hand lifter. It helps in raising the presser foot. This hand lifter, whenever you can use your hand in operating it, and as you can see, the presser foot is now raised up. Then you can put it down. That is the number one way of raising it. We also have a different way of raising it. We have the knee lifter, where you use your knee in raising it up. Okay, like this, I can easily use my knee in raising this presser foot up. As you can see, it's raised up again. Then I can easily keep it down. This is the presser foot. Then we have other components here, like this is going up and down. This is called the take up lever. It's called the take up lever. It helps in taking the thread up and down, as it helps the needle to pierce into the fabric. That's one of the major functions. It also guides the needle so that we will not have a lot of needle breakage and all those stuff. Then the next component here is this. This is called the oil sight window. Oil sight window, or you call it the oil indicator. It has many names. It helps us in gauging or monitoring our oil level to know whether our oil have reduced or when we need to add another oil. There are many ways to monitor whether our oil has reduced. Before I show you, I will turn off this machine so that we'll check the oil together. So I have turned off this machine. Then the next step is to carry this up and rest it here. So I rest it here. This is also an oil indicator. If you check very well, this signifies high oil level. As you can see, it's boldly written high, then it's low. Whenever the oil is here, meaning that it is low. Then whenever the oil is here, it's not high, it may drop off. You have to keep it at this moderate place so that it will not be falling off or rolling off. Then this is where we can remove the oil. If you remove this, whenever the oil is dirty, you can use this, remove it, then you pour off your oil. Okay, then you have to close it. Make sure you turn off your machine whenever you want to check your oil level. It's also a preventive measure. like I did now. Then we have the display panel, or you call it the control panel. What is the function of this control panel? Most of the settings, because this machine is an automatic machine, most of these control, most of their settings are placed here, like the speed, like the needle positioning, they are all here. So we use this control panel in controlling or setting this machine. Like if I want to pause this machine, this is the pause button. I have paused it now. In the sense that whenever I press this, the machine is automatically turned down. It will pause for a while. Even if I operate it, it will not longer operate. As you can see, the machine will remain like that because I have paused the machine. All I need to do now is to start it again by pressing this X. This is start button, why this is pause. I already paused the machine by pressing this P. Then I have to start it again. I have started the machine again. Then this is the speed of this machine. This is the speed. The lowest speed here is 200. That is the lowest speed. If you go down as I'm going, this is the lowest. Why the highest speed? That's the maximum speed of this machine is 3700. As you go up, you will see the different level. This is the maximum. It will not exceed like this, and it's very fast. So as for learners, I will always, if you are still learning on how to use this machine, I will encourage you to use from 200 to 500 depending on. But if you are an expert, always check the speed for you not to destroy the fabric that you are sewing. Okay, another one that I'll explain now is this. This is called the back tack lever, or you call it the reverse lever. Okay, this is the reverse lever. The reverse lever, or you call it the back tack lever. What is this for? What is the function of this back tack lever? You know, sometimes when you are sewing, you want to tighten up your fabric, you want it to be strong, you reverse back, you go back for the machine to, for the fabric to be strong. So this is reversing. As it goes back, it tightens more of the fabric. Or when you notice that your thread is now loose and you don't want to repeat the process, what you do is to go back. Do you understand? That's the reverse. It reverse back. That's for the back tack lever. As you are pressing it down, it will be going backwards. Then this is the stitch regulator. It is called the stitch length regulator or the stitch regulator. Many people prefer to call it stitch regulator, while some call it stitch length regulator. The function is it helps in regulating or controlling the stitch of the machine. Yes, it makes the length to be consistent, as it has different marking. It's ranging from 0mm to 5mm depending on the fabric that you are sewing. If you are sewing a delicate material, like I've said before, all you need to do is to set it from 1 to 2.5. But when you are sewing a heavy material, it is advisable to use 2.5 to 5 or 3 to 5 depending on the material, because if you are using the wrong stitch, it will make it to be bold and your fabric will not be that strong. The stitch will not be strong, sorry. That's the important. I also have other amazing videos on how to use it. Okay, that's by the way. Then this is called the tension control. The tension control. This is the tension control. Why this here is the tension disc. Is the tension disc. If you raise the presser foot, you will see that this place will now be loose. Then if you push it, it will tighten up. What is the function of this place? It applies pressure to the thread here. So it tighten up the thread or it make it to be loose depending on the fabric that you are sewing. It's advisable for you to pay attention to this tension control, because if this is loose and you are sewing a heavy material, it will keep on destroying your thread. It will not be consistent. It even help with the stitching. That's the reason why we should always pay attention to this tension control. Then this tension, this is where you pass the thread. Finally, this is called the thread stand. They are the thread stand. That is to say, this thread stand provides support for the thread and it makes it to be organized and untangled. It provides support for it. Then in this thread stand, we can see that it has to open in here. It has to open on here and here. These two openings, see it here, I repeat it with this drawing. This is called the thread guide. The thread guide. The thread guide. Thread guide. It guides, it directs the thread from here to the other thread guide, then to the needle. It directs the thread from the spool to the needle. That's the function of this thread guide. It guides the thread, it makes it to be untangled, it avoids breakage of machine of thread. Then this part is called the thread spindle. It provides support for the thread. It make it not to roll off and fall. Like without this now, you can, if you place this like this and when it applies more pressure, it will roll off and fall. That's the thread spindle. Thread spindle. Then we have these two plates. This two plate is called a spool plate, or you call it the thread plate, or threads, or the spool tray. It is called the spool tray or the thread plates. It also provides support for this so that it cannot roll off when there is so much pressure on it. Like if you roll this in like this, it can easily roll off without the support of this. That's the main function of this, like to roll off when much pressure, when it apply more pressure. That's the function.